And with Joe and Mark from Idols. Welcome to the Peace Hall, guys.
Thanks very much.
The first thing I have to ask you is, how was Glastonbury for you?
It was great, yeah. I felt like we did the job right, because it's a balance of, achieving your professional targets, but also getting the best out of the humanity in the situation, which is it's Glastonbury Festival. It's the best place on earth that day, and it means a lot to us as punters. So it was good. I think the last time we played on the other stage in the daytime, there was this untold pressure on ourselves to try and match the park stage performance that everyone talks about, because I cried. We got that out. We washed that off our hands with that first other stage show. We kind of I don't think we were as present as we should have been, which is not on our, it's not our fault, It's like having a birthday party and wanting everyone to have a good time. You forget to yourself. And I think with our experience now and playing daytime festival shows for a year straight, we cut our teeth with a lot more difficult situations, and now we've got a full package. We can afford to put on a proper light show that matches our artistic intentions. It's not a circus, it's our gig that's well lit, and it's magic now, and I think we nailed it. Our guy Mikhail is just an incredible lighting designer, so I think we just had it all, and we reminded each other beforehand to just enjoy it and have fun with it. But you forget to, because it means a lot.
Yeah. Tell me, how does it feel walking out on stage to headline the other stage at Glastonbury?
The same as it does on any other stage, Chris. It's there's no chart for it. It's always a dream. That's not BS, it's the truth. I started this band for the exact reason that I was lacking when I looked up on those stages and I saw a bunch of ponces looking bored and very beautiful, making me feel ugly and irritated, because I was spending £8 on a ticket to see someone and they looked like they wanted to be somewhere else. So I wanted to create an arena where people could feel free to let go. And the only way you can do that is by letting go yourself and being present and smashing it. So we do. So Halifax, Cardiff, Glastonbury, anywhere, we're going to give it everything, and that's why we're one of the best bands in the world.
I agree.
Better than yours.
Mark, does it feel easy to just let go?
Let go.
It gets easy, I just feel walking out of the other stage.
Yeah, and I twisted it, man.
Yeah, I know.
I twisted it. You would have been fantastic, Chris.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking,
Dream
mate.
come true, actually, mate.
Yeah, go on.
Is it? Do you know what? Excuse me. A lot of practice goes into it, and it's just about reminding each other. I think one of the biggest differences we've made in the last year in our live shows is sometimes you get complacent, and it's not a complacency where you become laissez-faire. It's a complacency you forget your intentions behind it. And one of the things that we've started doing before we go on stage is we tell each other to look out for each other. And we're all here, we want a good show, and we want to, and remember what we're here for. And then reminding yourself what it's about. We didn't start this band to become a big rock band that headline the other stage and play fucking arenas and peace halls and places like that. We started this band because we wanted people to have a fucking amazing time. Sorry, I'm cursing a lot.
It's not live.
That's all right. Bleep it out.
You're hard.
Anyway, no. So it wasn't our intention, and we don't want to get caught up in any kind of music industry bullshit. We want to get caught up in ourselves and the magic of what we do, and the magic of our.
Are you hungover?
No.
It's a lot of swearing. I'm just worried about you, bro. No, go on.
You get closer to home. The accent gets stronger.
Remember, you are a big, happy family. Okay?
Yeah, and that's it. But that's the thing. Is it's about being us. It's not about being what people have expected of us. And our whole thing was that people weren't expecting Idols when Idols came along, and now there's expectation of what idols is, and we have to remind ourselves that we're not about expectations, we're about subverting that.
And also remind the audience that. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be like, it ain't what you want. It's what we want. That's the honesty in it. Otherwise, your art is pretentious.
Yeah.
Pretense is money. That's the exchange, right? If it ain't for the greed of art, you know, to like just get whatever's inside you out.
Joe,
We could ask everyone for a tenner.
Joe,
Can I have a tenner?
after,
5.
if you answer this question well,
6.
how much do your fans mean to you?
Everything in terms of I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. Like, the fans, it's not the fans, what is it? It's like there's different facets to my job, right? As a live performer, they're everything. Because you go in there and I try my best to be as transparent as possible and steroid up all my feelings and make sure that there's no lies, but I'm trying to kind of get the people right at the back of the room, which is a lot bigger now than your venues. Like, get them at the back to feel what I'm feeling. I want them to feel what I'm feeling, and that is, there's a sense of magic in that. And you do that with experience. You learn how to perform honestly and with vigor, without putting on the like theatrical stuff that I've never enjoyed. I don't like that kind of thespian aura. It's just not my thing. So in that sense, it's everything, because I go and I give them everything. But when I'm writing songs, or we're writing things together, we're making music together, Bowen and I making the music, what comes from us is what we want, what we like, what we love, what we hate, what we want. And that takes a lot of experience in learning each other's language to make something that's fluent. We've been doing that all along, and we've misfired plenty of times. But because we're doing it for ourselves, that doesn't matter. You're gonna make mistakes, and you're not gonna speak your own language fluently, ever. I'm not gonna suddenly know exactly who I am on my deathbed. It just doesn't work like that. So it's a sense of like, that's the bit where you have to be infatuated with the narrative and the language that you're learning about yourself. Who you are in the world, who you are in the universe, how you connect to each other, how you connect to like, I don't know, it depends on the song, but it's all about finding yourself and moving forward with that. It's a journey, you know, and like, so for that, they're not in the room. It's not for them. When they buy the record, hopefully your song, your album is either a window or a mirror. Hopefully a mirror. You know, that's what you do, is you know, like, I try and give a song that's absolutely not me, but everything that is me. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Stagger Lee, absolutely abhorrent character, not a nice person. But there's a bit in there that I see, that like 10 pints deep, where I lost a lot of friends and I got arrested and I did some vile things. I said to them, I saw myself in that song. I see myself in that narrative. And that's the magic of Nick Cave. Elton John, you know, like, I see myself in his songs. Or, I don't know, Gilla Band. I see myself, there's parts of it. There's parts of these things where they hold a mirror up. It's a window for them. And the more transparent that window is, the more likely it will be a mirror for someone else. Because if you give as much of your humanity to the world, they see it. They see themselves. Because that's all you've got, is your own perspective.
I think the one of the beautiful things about our fans is that, like, they recognize a lot, and they recognize the same characteristic of the energy, you know, from song to song, from album to album. They're not there expecting Mother churned out over 5 albums. They're there for the moment in gospel, and they recognise that the same energy that created Mother created gospel.
Yeah.
And it's an evolution, but it's also it's the same thing. It's human. And I think that's a big thing about our fans that I love is that, you know, on our show tonight we can go from playing something like Idea One into playing Colossus, and it fits, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah.
It's not mono in any way. It's everything.
Do you have one single Idol song that you love to play live most?
I get to play the opening riff of Never Fight a Man with a Perm, so that's the one. Like every night I leave them waiting as long as possible, where people are like, what's going on, and I start playing it, and it's like, last night in Cardiff was like,
yeah, I was
crazy.
crying my eyes out and he starts playing Never Fight a Man with a Perm. It was inappropriate, mate.
Well, that's my goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about you, Joe? Do you have a favourite in your own set?
I'm trying to think. It changes. I think all time 1049 Goffo. At the moment, I think my favourite song. A gospel. We never really play it though.
No, I don't play it live.
It doesn't fit in our set as easily as we'd like. But yeah, I'll go Idea One.
It's a good moment.
It also allows me to warm up a bit.
Did you know it was going to get this big?
I didn't care. I didn't care to think about that. I've always had a plan. Me and the manager and Bowen, you know, we've got a 2-year plan. It was always 6 months at the time, because you never know what's going to come around when you're starting out and you've got like 70-hour-a-week jobs. 70-hour-a-week jobs. So, it's not. What came into my head was that I knew that we would get to a point where we'd write the songs we wanted to write, and that's what you're aiming at. Do you know what I mean? Because then everything follows. There were goals. I still want to headline a Pyramid stage when the time's right. There's no ego there. Hollywood.
There has to be a bit of ego there. Go on.
No ego, yeah, but I mean, like, not beyond. Like,
Yeah.
I'm driven by ego. Like, I just mean, like, I'm not like, yeah, we're gonna headline, not like you said, and they quoted me as saying it. You bell end.
Okay, what can I say?
What was it?
I'm a chameleon.
You're a snake. No, what was it? Yeah, they quoted me as saying we're going to headline the Pyramid stage.
No,
what did you say?
I said we've been idols and we'll be back to headline the Pyramid stage 2027.
Okay.
It's a little bit,
I reckon 2030 be a good year.
Be in the 2030s. Right? We'll come back as a heritage act. I think it'll be a big thing.
We are a heritage act.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, the best way to describe it is, like, you know, there were times when the boys, definitely John wanted to leave, and I think one guy did leave and all that, but, like, you know, it's always been about keep your head down and just focus on what's important as a band, or as a musician or as an artist or whatever. It's just working on your narrative. Forget about your peers, all that stuff. Like, healthy competition, great, and, like, have a hunger for what you like and what you don't like, and understand that becomes your artistic dialect or whatever. You just stay on the path, man.
Was working with Nigel Godrich on Tank.
It was hell.
Was that a pinnacle?
It was hell. Hell. Disgusting. I can't wash him off. No, I'm joking. It was a dream. It is a dream. We're going to be working with him again, hopefully. You know, we've got a lot of persuading to do, and he's retired. So,
What's your favourite Radiohead song?
All I Need. Yeah. Or Idiotech.
What about you, man?
Idiotech.
Good question.
How to Disappear completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say, working with Nigel Godrich is an absolute dream. And he's a very beautiful human being, and very patient, and carried me through, kind of stealthily carried me through without me knowing, and we're very grateful that he gave up his time to work with us.
So are you going to work on the next album with him?
Well, you know, hopefully, we don't know, but that would be a dream. Him and Kenny and
He'd be
Bo.
mad not to. He'd be a
Sorry?
fool not to.
Yeah,
Is
because I batter him. He doesn't. That's why.
is all of this now? You're going to go out on stage in front of 5,000 people. You've headlined the other stage at Glastonbury. Is this just? How does it feel?
It's the best feeling in the world. Yeah, it's great. It's like all you've ever wanted. Like, I mean, we've been punters at the other stage, and I remember watching Foles play the other stage. It was just
That
it
was
was one of the
sick.
most amazing things.
They were so good.
Yeah, and just like wanting to even remotely have an opportunity at something that like was even near that, and then you get it, and it's
It
great.
was sick. Just before we played that day, like the last time I saw, I bumped into Yanis. That was
Yeah.
kind of a cool moment. Like,
What was it you saying? The night is yours. That was what you kept
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
it's cool.
He's great.
Well, the night is yours tonight here at the Peace Hall. This is a great venue, right?
Yorkshire,
Yorkshire.
best crowds in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down.
And the venue's pretty spectacular.
Stunning, yeah. Yeah, it's great. It's a great place. I want to live in Yorkshire, man. So bad.
There's the headline for this interview.
Great.
Joe Talbot wants to move to Yorkshire.
Could do with diversifying a bit, apart from that.
All right. Have a great one tonight.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us, and thanks for your support, Chris.
Congratulations on everything. No band deserves it more than you guys.
It's true.